Hey guys, it's Omer from MMOs.com. I'm going to do a quick first impressions gameplay video for Alganon, Rise of Orobani, 3D fantasy MMORPG developed and published by Quest Online. I'll spend 10 to 15 minutes running around checking this game out. Make a comment. If you guys want to play Alganon or just learn more about it, do check out the full review on MMOs.com on the link below. So right away you can tell it's a quality game by the fact that you have text behind this login thing. You know, they clearly spent a lot of time with this game that they couldn't even bother to spend time with the interface. And you can see on the left side the Alganon news. The server hotfix was on last year, actually, 2015. So this game is not very often updated. It's actually developed by Derek Smart, the man probably best known nowadays for heckling the guys that make Star Citizen. So he made this game, and he's got the balls and the audacity to criticize Star Citizen, even though he's got this game. Anyway, let's just go ahead and create our character. This game is on Steam, and I remember, if I remember correctly, I believe this was a buy-to-play game when it first launched with a subscription. This game had the audacity to charge a subscription. Now it has a free-to-play component, but it's basically a buy-to-play game because much of the components are actually locked away. So you guys should choose your empire. We have two of these. It looks like the Ashar and Kujix. Not sure why there's lag when you click them. And you can kind of tell from this menu there was supposed to be a third faction. Like otherwise, why are these like to the left? It should be centered. But I guess they never get around to the third one. They're just like YOLO, released the game already. Maybe someone's gonna pay for it. But a lot of this game does feel a bit unfinished. I guess we'll go with the. I guess these guys look kind of cool. Looks like we'll go with these dudes. We'll go with the Ashar and click next. And now we have a bunch of families. It's just, I guess there's like a family chat in the game, so you can kind of like just talk to everyone in your own family. Just I think that's all it is really. And you can get some family heirlooms. I'm gonna pick this one because it looks kind of like Stormwind's logo, like from World of Warcraft. In fact, a lot of this game looks like it's copied from World of Warcraft, and you'll see that momentarily. This logo looks kind of cute. It's like a happy face on the shield. But let's go click next. And I guess we have Champion, Ranger, Magus, and Mystic. There's a few other classes for the other groups as well. At least I think so. Let's go play as a Mystic. I guess I'll be, I don't want to be a healer. Let's go with Magus. Let's go with damage. Not sure why this thing is here. Why does Ranger have this thing on here too? This little extra thing. And you can see their abilities too. Let's just go in and create our character. And you can see from the character creator alone, this game copies so much of WoW. Look at the guy's feet. Like he's just spazzing his feet out. Let's go with female. Oh my god, she's ugly. Let's handful of options. We got gold earrings. Let's keep them classy. Let's go with the gold earrings. Look at that serious business face. That is try-hard serious. Why is her skin pink? Let's not question it. Our size, no, that's the wrong kind of size, unfortunately. But I guess we can be small. You can randomize these two. A little better, a little better. Let's go with Kawaii. Oh, okay, I gotta click over here to go to my last name. We'll go with Kawaii Sugoi and jump right in. So now the character creator looks like it's almost stolen from WoW. The character art animations look very similar to WoW as well. It's worth mentioning though, this game came out in 2009, whereas WoW came out in 2004. But again, Alganon isn't the only game to rip off some of WoW's assets, or at least, you know, very similar art style. You've had games like 4-Story, you've had games like Runes of Magic, so this is certainly not the only one. Even the logo.
For the great city of Asheran, the empire of the Ashar ushered in a new age of peace.
She's not very excited. You can tell the voice actor's
law.
not really into it.
But this new order would soon be shattered.
Impressed they actually have that. A lot of games don't. We're gonna skip that tutorial, YOLO. But apparently we're still here. You can talk to the stonesmith over here. Alright, let's go talk to this guy.
Patience.
Patience. So we gotta go over there. Oh man, that music is unusually loud. We gotta turn that down. Sound options. At least, like it's still kind of weird that you have like the text like on top of the areas. It just seems like it's just not well made. I feel a lot of this game is not well made either. Like even stuff like this, where resolution goes over the actual resolution. It's just little things in this game that they never bought. Oh my god, this map. So if this doesn't remind you of WoW, I don't know what does. Like, these are literally two contents of WoW, kind of separated in the same way. Even the shape of this looks like the human area. But yeah, it's clearly very much inspired by WoW. I guess they figured if they just rip off WoW, some people might be sucker into paying for it. But I mean, I'm being a little bit negative here, but again, the production value definitely doesn't do it just. I mean, doesn't really sing its praises. Even when you click on your character sheet over here, like what's the point of having these numbers like on top of your character? Like if you're gonna have the numbers on top of your character, put the character on the right side. But no, it's just smack in the middle. And let's go grab these quests so we can see some gameplay. Otherwise, it's WSD controls. Pretty basic gameplay. One thing though is I think you can move some of these. Yeah. So you do have like UI customization, which is definitely not bad. We gotta talk to this guy. Yeah, I seek the blessings. So we have this little tutorial where we get to talk to a bunch of NPCs, and I think that's all it is. Might as well talk to them real quick. They're nicely marked on the map though. Really, the only element of this game which I think is somewhat different. Well, I should mention first of all, it's a free-to-play game, right? But the problem is, even though it's free to play, it's we talked to Smith Sarah already. Yeah, we did. Even though it's free to play, it says it's 100% free to play on the Steam page. However, that's totally lying because it's only free to play up to level 30 for free. You have a gold cap. You have limits on how many active quests you can have. You have a lot of really silly quests where it's to a point where it's not really free to play, and just saying it's 100% free to play is entirely misleading. But yeah, they're saying it's 100% free to play when it's not. You got to spend money to be able to actually play the game. The max level cap is like 50, so there's that. The one element of the game which is probably a little bit different. Oh my! Look at that jump! Look at that quality jump! You're just gliding in the air. A+. I mean, the graphics aren't awful. I mean, it's clearly inspired by WoW. That's probably the nicest element of it, because WoW is a good game. So if you copy WoW, even if you copy it poorly, you'll get something. Oh man, Plug of Death. Not gonna read those wall of text. For justice. Wait, do we go in the portal? Where do we go now? Where's my quest log? But one thing I do like, we got this, not currently studying, is the game's studying system. And this is actually not ripped off from WoW at all. It's a completely different feature. It's actually ripped off of EVE Online instead. So here you can actually train various things. You got combat magic in general. So if you train combat techniques, for example, you place it in your queue and you start training this. When this is done, you kind of boost your stats permanently by a small amount of your offensive power, and then you unlock more things to study. I guess you can add more things to your queue. You can put 2 things in here. We can get the next one later too. But I'm sure there's a limit to our queue, and you can probably expand that queue with more money. But this actually trains while you're offline as well. And if this sounds familiar, it's a nice feature, right? But it's entirely from EVE Online. EVE has done this for a while, and it's really one of the signature things in EVE. So that element of the game is kind of nice. They combined that with World of Warcraft, and that's really the only different thing they've done. Like, the character art is so shamelessly taken from WoW. Yes, you've had games like Runes of Magic and Force Story, but if anything, Runes of Magic still felt a little bit different. I mean, the art style was very similar to WoW, but not as shameless as this. I feel like this is just straight up copy pasta. So we have a quest here. Oh, his quest was to talk to this guy. We love a quest when he's like, talk to the guy right next to me. We grab that quest, and of course we kill wolves. No matter what what MMORPG you play, you always end up killing wolves. Combat does not look very exciting. We're going to mash our Frostbolt. I mean, combat animation is nothing great. In fact, really the only visual aspect of this game that looks nice is just the background graphics and being able to draw distance, seeing vastly to the distance. But keep in mind, this is an MMORPG, and MMOs are supposed to have players. What surprised me is I wasn't going to do a video on this game, right? But the fact that it's been around so long and still maintaining the fact that it's still on Steam for so long is why I'm doing it. It seems like Derek Smart just doesn't shut down his games even though they don't sell well, or the ones that don't sell well, they still keep them up. So this game is actually quite empty. Last time I checked on Steam charts, it's about 1 player. So I think I'm the only one playing Alganon right now, literally the only one in the world. And this is Steam charts, so you can say oh, but some people probably download the client and they're playing outside Steam. But in fact, if you go on the website and you go to make an account, it just redirects you to Steam. You can't even make an account outside of Steam anymore. So anyone playing this game is playing through Steam, and I am literally the only one. So it's literally a single-player MMORPG right now. Let's go kill these Andar wolves. Can I get their pelts? Oh baby, give me those meats. Let's get this guy too. I got 8 of these for this quest. But it's crazy that they thought they could charge money for this game when it's just unfortunately a shameless WoW clone. But then again, I mean, copying a great game isn't an awful business idea, but it just, little things just don't have the production value. You see stuff in the interface just on top of each other. On the login screen there's text behind the login box. These little details. What is this? Why is this wolf just running over here? What the frick? This guy's dead. We killed him, and he's alive. He's just running off on his own. I mean, it's kind of nice that you can move the interface around. I think can you move? Yeah, you can move actually almost anything. Actually, literally everything. By default, oh, you can't. You can even move that. That's probably the nicest element of this game. But let's go kill a few more of these. Oh, we gotta kill a stag. Easy stag kills, boys. We're on level 2 right now. Another neat little element is, I think there's a dual classing system too. We'll see on our menu, our library, JK up the library, our character sheet, our skills. There's this talent point system that looks similar to WoW as well. Let me pull it up wherever it is. K? That's not K. It might be K. JK. But you can see your rep over here and stuff too, your reputation. And let's see if we finish training it is roles over there. But let's see if we can finish training our study. Where's the study? There you go. And the first one trains pretty quickly, but of course the queue on these get pretty long later on. You buy more points. What is this? Interesting. You can buy a boost where you can buy an entire day of boosting at once. So they do sell power through just being able to skip all this stuff. So definitely some pay to win elements. No surprise. I mean, you can't even get to max level unless you pay. Like, each element of the game, whether it's max level, whether it's being able to get more quests, each individual element is locked behind a paywall. And they advertise that saying, oh, you only have to buy what you need. But that's actually probably the worst of every world. Like, just have a model where either if it's free to play, you can't put a level cap limit. Otherwise, it's really a free trial. It's not really free to play. But it's funny that they advertise it as 100% free to play. That's some nonsense. This ain't 100% free to play. On your roles, you have basically your abilities. I think you can start getting these at level 10 or 11. You can actually get a second role as well. So you kind of have that Runes of Magic style dual classing system. But I don't think you can get elements from both at all. You can just switch between them. We won't get any of these until level 11. But are these like trees? You gotta get this one first and that one. Maybe not, because they're not like connected. But yeah, you got three different talent trees. So again, similar to WoW. But honestly, if you're considering paying for this game, probably want to get your head checked out. I mean, you might as well play WoW. You know, it's not gonna be multi-sub. I mean, even just buy Guild Wars still, you'll have more fun. It's funny that this game is still around, even though it launched in 2009. If you look at the Steam numbers, it peaked at 70 users online at once. They had the audacity to charge a subscription for this. If I ever paid for this game with money, I would be ashamed of myself. But I don't know. I mean, it might seem appealing at first because it looks kind of like WoW, but that's really the only thing there is to it. And again, I'm literally the only one online right now, so it's a bit of a sad game. I mean, it might have PvP and stuff, but you really can't participate because literally nobody plays. And again, everything from the interface to the graphics to the world map, it looks like WoW. I mean, they just copied Azeroth too. But yeah, that's Alganon. It's probably one of the few games I recommend completely staying away. Usually I try to remain pretty optimistic in these first look videos. There will definitely not be a second look. This one's a skipper, boys. This one is definitely a skipper. But if you enjoy playing random games and want to get this game under your belt, it's probably the only reason to check it out, just to see like another WoW clone. But I mean, both Runes of Magic and 4-Story, I would argue, and Allods even are much. Like, my character was kneeling down. But all three of those games are much better in my opinion. I mean, probably none of those at this point are really worth writing home about or even checking out today, but way better than this game. But yeah, that's Alganon. Don't check it out. But if you guys do want to learn more about it, do check the full review on MMOs.com on the link below. Anyway, guys, later. Can we slash dance? Look at that sick dance, boys. 10 out of 10 dance. Later.